Won't you sing out your frustration? Just say a word. Keep on staring at the pavement. God knows who hurt. Ooh, your mind is a ghost town, echoing inside your walls, 5 feet underground now. Nothing's gonna save us from our doubts. Nothing's gonna make us spell it out. I don't wanna be the one who said, oh, I told you so. You move to the
Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kelly and I upload once a week right now with the intentions of going back to my usual 2 videos a week next month. But today we are doing a room by room reset, starting in the kitchen because I feel that this was the biggest hot mess. I did spend the entirety of this day outside just enjoying the nicer weather we've been having here in Ohio. We finally cooled down to 75 instead of the usual 100 degrees. It's been literally all summer. So just really have been in and out all day this day, just going on a Kings Island trip with the family this morning. And then we took the 3 dogs on a hike in the afternoon. And then in the evenings, Tyler and I have been enjoying our new motorcycle cruises. It's been so much fun since he got his license. But anyway, our kitchen was trash just from going in and out of the house all day and not really having the time to properly put things away. So we're just clearing off the countertops right now, putting food away in the pantry, getting the countertops, the trash bin, the kitchen appliances, everything wiped down, catching up on the dishes, of course, and tidying up the entryway. And this is all we're doing for day 1. You just need to start somewhere. And this was the evening before I plan on spending the entire day resetting each room in the house. Doing room resets instead of thinking, oh, like I have to clean the entire house, just kind of helps your mindset because you're just focusing on that one area at a time. And for people like me, I can get very distracted and just really all over the place. So doing resets room by room are what's helpful. You're also going to see if we're in a room that needs to be restocked, we'll be restocking. This is just a really easy way to help your brain. And now I'm just picking up the entryway-ish, which is really just a corner that leads out to the garage. But we had a bunch of random stuff just sitting there. So getting that taken care of today, including a basketball that had been in that quarter for like a million years. But anyway, now the entryway is picked up, so is the kitchen. Now I'm restocking our dogs' treats and vitamins and just reorganizing their cute little dog bin. I love this thing because instead of searching like all around the house for like their nail clippers, their toothbrush, their poop bags, the bristle brush for when they're shedding, it's all just right there. Also, feeding 3 dogs, I will say, or at least feeding my 3 dogs, can be very chaotic. And so we have a multivitamin that we add to their food. So having all of their treats and their vitamins out and just ready to go has helped so much. But I'll leave it in the description box just in case you are interested. But now we are tackling all the dishes, putting away whatever was in the dishwasher and then reloading it with whatever was in the sink, which I didn't have really a ton of dishes, just really more like the larger dishes to clean. So like my crock pot and a larger baking dish. So the sink looked a lot fuller than what it actually was. But still, hand washing a crock pot is such a pain. I really need to order those crock pot liners, note to self, especially since now it's cozy crock pot season. But using my Dawn Power Wash and Dawn Scrub Brush really makes this job a lot easier. Another thing that I will say makes this job just so much easier is my new sink. But I feel like I haven't given the new sink like a full update since we actually installed it. But aside from the fact that it looks a million times better than my last white but not white sink, if you've been following along, I truly do love just not having that divider in the sink. It makes washing dishes so much easier. And then when I do get behind on the dishes, like today, I feel like everything just kind of fits in there a lot better than how it used to. Like it used to just like overflow all over the countertops. I also feel like cleaning it is a lot easier. I love using the built-in produce strainer for washing produce, which you'll see more of that later. And then I love the chopping board to save messing up my countertops when prepping meals. We also added recently a separate like filtered water dispenser so we can quickly fill up our million-gallon gym water jugs. And honestly, those little changes really do make the biggest difference, like especially when it helps your day-to-day routine.
I'm a wild card, wanna break free. I'm electric, can you feel my energy? I'm an ocean, can you sail me? I'm the silence, can you quiet down on me? I feel like a hurricane going round and round in my veins. Yeah, you try this time and time again. You can push me out of my lane, my lane. Oh, not losing my hunger, my hunger. Not losing my hunger, my hunger. Spreading out my wings to fly.
So now we have all the dishes done, the sink is nice and cleaned. Now I'm just getting everything wiped down, like the countertops, the kitchen appliances, empty the trash and wiping the bin. And only if you are new here would you not know that I love using scented cleaners. Mrs. Meyer being my current go-to, using my favorite scented cleaners is the ultimate motivation for me to just keep cleaning, especially when there's a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. Right now, I'm using the Acorn Spice scent. It's very fresh and spicy. It's just so clean and cozy, and I love using it in my kitchen, the bedroom. It just makes the entire house smell just like fall. But let me know down in the comments if you use like a different brand of scented natural cleaners. Not saying I'm breaking up with Mrs. Myers or anything, but sometimes it's just nice to hear of other options. But now just moving on to wiping down my last set of countertops before wiping down my kitchen appliances. I will mention that this is part of like my nightly cleaning routine. I think I've made a couple of those videos on my channel, but really focusing on the kitchen, getting all of the crap cleared off the counters, doing the dishes, like wiping everything down at the end of the day, just really helps your mental headspace so much when you wake up the next day and you go downstairs and everything is clean and ready to go. But while what's visible in the kitchen is clean and tidy, we still need to do a massive declutter and reorganize of the kitchen cabinets. We will be decluttering and reorganizing 2 of the cabinets that we're restocking later in this video, but we're going to save everything else for a later day. Instead of getting overwhelmed by all of that stuff, we're just taking it step by step. I know there are other people out there who can relate to just getting overwhelmed and then you just don't do it. So again, we're just going room by room today. And another thing that is new that we got from Amazon is this new trash bin and cabinet. Ever since we redid that pantry area, our trash bin has made its round trip just throughout the kitchen, just trying to figure out where we like it since it used to go in the kitchen pantry. And this seemed like the best solution for us just to add more cabinets to our kitchen. But seriously, I love it because it has a drawer like where we store our dog leashes and then a really cool like dog bowl compartment that slides underneath. I love it when I can make a space more functional, and this has been amazing. So I'll be sure to leave the Amazon link down in the description for you. But now the last thing is vac mopping the kitchen floor so that everything will be clean before heading off to bed.
It could be the best of days, it could be the best of times. Why do we need the troubles? Why? Why do we need the troubles? Why? Nothing's ever in your way, scoring every shot you make. No, you've never heard of pain.
And now we are into the next day, starting in my bedroom, getting my heating pad put away first, Picking up all of the clothes off of the ground and then tidying up the nightstands and vanity before changing the bed sheets. We have a lot of cleaning and tidying to get done today. We have to get to the bedrooms, all the bathrooms, the family room, and lots of laundry. But I wanted to start this off in the bedroom, focusing on my space first. For me, I would personally say that the top two areas of the home that makes me feel instantly better once they're clean is the kitchen, number one, and number two is the bedroom. I think just because the kitchen is for being more productive and then the bedroom is for relaxing. And to be quite honest, I am not getting either of those done when everything is a mess. But anyway, now just stripping off all of the old bedding and putting on some fresh sheets. Even though the fresh sheets were so wrinkly, that's not what we're focusing on right now. They're still clean and they smell so fresh. And there really is no better feeling than falling asleep on fresh sheets. I also feel like I've been changing our sheets a little bit more frequently since we've been sleeping with our new puppy Jax. Thankfully, not because of accidents, which is really honestly why I like having him sleep with us, just because he'll wake us up if he has to go, but just to keep everything fresh. Eventually, Jax will graduate to the dog's bedroom, but I feel like he needs a little bit more training, and also I'm just not ready to let him go yet.
Looking for a brand new start. I know I got some trouble getting over you. I think that I've played my part. I need to get away somewhere far from you. I'm a buy plane ticket. Run away by myself for a minute.
Now I'm using my Warm Welcome Linen and Room Freshener by Fusion just to really freshen up the room and bedding. It has a really sweet pumpkin scent that smells so cozy and welcoming for fall. And let me tell you, I needed this room reset to start out because now we're about to move all around the house to the endless amounts of laundry. It's extremely bad right now, mainly because it's been neglected. I personally saw the piles forming throughout the house and just chose to enjoy time with my family outside instead. So throughout this video, we're going to be doing some laundry, but we can always get it done today. First step, just going into all the rooms and bathrooms and picking up the piles as I see them before heading upstairs and separating and sorting them before we start throwing piles into the washer.
And I admit it felt so tough, but baby, I guess this is how it's meant to be. I'm a buy plane ticket. Run away to LA for a minute. There will be no limits. Ooh, ooh. I'm looking for a place where I can feel alive, where I can let you go and just be for a while. I got you on my mind, I ain't gonna die. No, I'm a buy. Ooh, ooh. I hope I meet somebody who's better than you, that likes me for the things that I say and I do. Somebody who can help me make it through. Now I'm a buy. Ooh, ooh. Plane ticket. Plane ticket. Plane ticket.
And so now that we've got all of the clothes separated from the whites and the linens, it's time to get this laundry train going. And the order that I'm going in is first, I wanted to get all the clothes done. Honestly, I needed to because our closets were looking really empty and sad. And then the towels, and then I'll move on to the linens and finally the whites. But first, I'm just restocking our laundry products so those are ready to go for all the laundry that we're about to do. I do have more fabric softener on the way, by the way. I just hadn't taken the time to organize them in jars, but it feels so good to just take a couple minutes just to refill the jars and clear out the plastic packaging. Also to be able to see what I'm running low on and restocking what I need. Again, just reorganizing each space one by one as I see them. And now just pulling out the laundry that was in the dryer. I think it had been sitting in there for a couple days and is probably all wrinkly, but oh well. We're gonna get it all folded and put away today. While I work on the laundry, I did want to take this time to ask you what printables would be most helpful for you right now. I already have, let's see, like a monthly declutter routine. a monthly home reset routine, which I didn't make one for August because I decided since we're about to jump into the extreme fall deep clean and declutter, I would save that for then. So make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications turned on so you do not miss that. Let's see, what else do I have? I have both kids and adults morning to-do lists, lots of different to-do lists and daily planners, stuff for meal prepping, a gym workout routine. I honestly have a little bit of everything, but let me know if there's something else that would be helpful to you. Somebody did mention an at-home gym routine and also a back-to-school gym routine, so I will definitely get working on that. I love making printables and I just enjoy making them. And then when I see that you're actually using them, it makes me feel good that you're actually using them. And I don't know, it just motivates me to continue making them for you. Also, I am working on my new website. I know I said this forever ago, but really making some progress on it now. And I will announce it here on YouTube and also over on Instagram when it's live. I cannot wait, but I'll have on there like all of my printables. I also wanted to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes. So the question I have for you is there anything specific that maybe you've seen in my videos that I've made that you want closer details on, or like written out recipes? Please let me know down below so that I can be most helpful to you. Sorry, that little squeak was just the puppy wanting to go outside. If you are new here, I have 3 dogs and kids running in and out. So my house is very musical at best. I try to keep it quiet during voiceovers, but this is my real life and you're bound to hear it on voiceovers too. But anyway, I'm just finishing up in my bedroom by giving everything a good dust and wipe down and getting it to smell fresh with the Acorn Spice Scented Cleaner before moving on to the next room in our house. Starting with the top shelves and working my way down and around, our room was filthy, dusty, and dirty. The dust had been killing me, but I wanted to give everything a good wipe down anyway, with it being back to school season. This is a time when I feel like we always get sick. I did have to actually pick Jaden up from school 2 days ago. I think there was a lot of other kids that were going home that day too. So I don't know if there was something going around, but he was complaining about his throat hurting and his head hurting. But I think it was just a bug because he went right back to school the next day. But this reset felt so good to do just in case there's any other viruses and germs floating around our house. Just getting everything clean and sanitized so that we can have a healthier school year ahead. And now with the floors nice and vac mopped, the sheets are changed, the bed is made, we can finally check the bedroom off the list first and moving back to the laundry room to switch over the laundry. Just tackling each load of laundry between room resets is the best way to keep me from honestly just getting distracted, and also just to make sure I'm keeping the washer and dryer going. But just loading up the dryer with the clothes that were in the washer, I also need to take this time to clean out the lint trap. So this is your reminder, don't forget to do that. While I can pull off most of the lint with my hand, I also like to go in with the bristle brush that I got from Amazon to really pull up like any of the lint that's stuck in the mesh. You can also use it to clean out the inside of the lint trap, but I highly recommend one. I'll have it listed in the description box for you. But now just putting in the second load of clothes, and there will be a third, by the way. I think the amount of laundry that we've accumulated speaks enough for itself, but since the summer, I have really fallen off on my daily and weekly cleaning routines. And then, of course, with back to school and all the things that we needed to get done for, that really set me back. And I'm just so ready to get back on a more regular cleaning and laundry routine because the last couple months have just absolutely been kicking my butt and trying to keep up with everything, and just having a regular morning routine, a regular daily routine, and a more regular nightly routine just helps so much in, making sure you don't end up with 57 loads of laundry. But we've already made so much progress, almost halfway through the laundry mountain, and now moving into the master bathroom to give this space a good reset next. And I will also add that I tried the Scrubbing Bubbles new Easy Spray bathroom cleaner. I thought it would make cleanup easier, but honestly, aside from it being easier to spray, there was really nothing spectacular about it. But now just squeezing in a few pumps of hand soap into the toothbrush holder and washing it clean before moving on to disinfecting that toilet. And now just heading into my boys' room, which was a complete disaster area. I think maybe most of it was from him being sick, but let's be real now, this mess was accumulated, and honestly trying to not feel annoyed right now because I told him this morning to pick up all the trash and everything off the ground, and I need to figure something out, I think, because I still see him as a baby still, but being real, he's almost 13, he's a bit older, and I need to hold him more consistently accountable for his room. Because honestly, if I walk in and I see that his room is a big mess and, he's not at home or he's at school, for instance, I'll just go in there and I'll get it all cleaned up because honestly, I really don't want to argue about it. But I know that doing chores is so good for his mental health and, his confidence and all of that. I don't know why I struggle with holding off and making him do it. When he's home, I'm always like, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And he's always fine with it and he'll do it for me. But I would love to make a new daily chores routine, but also to incentivize him because I'm doing way too much around the house and so is Tyler. So if you have kids, what are their ages? And what are their chores? And how do you incentivize your kids to actually do those chores?
I can never make it on my own. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense.
And now I'm just moving on to his TV/gaming area. I wanted to give this frequently used space a good wipe down, especially with him coming out of just being sick. But one thing that is new in his room, though, is that new white computer tower. It is so cool. It's see-through and lights up inside with LED lights that Jaden saved up for and bought himself, by the way. I am so proud of him. He really worked so hard this summer, just helping with his dad with his HVAC business and doing other small odd jobs. It was his goal to get one by the end of the summer, and I'm just so proud that he saw that through. I don't know, it's just so wild when you see your kids starting to manage their money and act so adult. But now the next thing, which I can't say too much because his birthday is coming up in a week, but we have to get a whole new setup for his room, rearrange things because the current TV stand and just how everything is set up right now just isn't working. So we're definitely in for a big room refresh right after his birthday. And now I'm just putting in some new batteries, which took me 1,000 years, but for this LED jellyfish thing that he loves, which he was so grateful when he came home from school to see everything clean and tidy and working, which even though this was supposed to be his job, seeing his appreciation for it just made my mom heart so happy. And also really loving this room by room approach because instead of stressing I need to get to a million things today, it's more if nothing else, I need to get this one space done today. Focusing on the task at hand rather than stressing about what's, 5 steps ahead. But now just vacuuming his room. And then I just figured since the vacuum was already out, out and it needed to go downstairs anyway, that I would just vacuum all the way downstairs. So also hitting the upstairs loft area as well as the steps. Really can't wait to get hard floors through the rest of my house. The amount of times I have to vacuum the entire house is just insane. 4 times a week, if you're curious, mainly because we have 3 dogs, but I love them all so much and I couldn't imagine life without them. I don't think hard floors will make them less messy, but they'll be a lot easier to clean at least. And this is coming from somebody who literally has half carpet and half hard floors in their house.
You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things we don't have to move so fast, baby. I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances.
And after throwing in the last load of clothes, I'm just splitting up all of my towels and linens from my whites, just so that those will be ready to be thrown in. And then folding my second basket of clothes. I talk about this a lot in my videos as a mom, but even as somebody who has a busy lifestyle, if you can make chores and tasks extra enjoyable, do that. So while I'm folding clothes, I felt like that feeling when you're doing something and you feel like you're never going to be done. Let me know if you can relate to that. But I feel like that sometimes when I'm doing a hard workout or when I'm folding laundry, but I'm making it as enjoyable as possible. I'll grab like my heating pad or I'll make some coffee, or like right now I'm watching a show on my laptop and I'm folding. So if you can make a tedious task more enjoyable for yourself, I highly recommend that. Even if it's just putting oils like in the diffuser and just making everything more enjoyable. I really don't like using the phrase romanticize your life. I know I've said it before because I feel like most people get it when you say that, but it's more like just finding the most joy in everything that you do.
Be one of the things I love, the things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 the things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things.
And now moving into my boy's bathroom, and not to be a broken record, but since he had been sick recently, I wanted to give this bathroom a good clean. We did a basketball theme and a whole bathroom makeover for Jaden a couple months ago, and I just love how it came out. Definitely the coolest bathroom in the house, might I say, and honestly, it makes me really excited to do our bathroom. We're trying to get to that as soon as possible, but doing one video a week has honestly really pushed things back because there's just so much that I want to do and so much that I want to share with you, and what I feel like is just too little time, but we'll be getting back to our regular 2 video a week uploads really soon. Just really trying to not overwhelm myself because I'm definitely that type of person who says yes to like a million projects and then I get overwhelmed because I just don't have the time to do them all. So just trying to take this time out for myself, but I gotta say, I really miss that extra day with you. And now replacing the batteries in these basketball lights. You know, for someone who really loves twinkly lights, I am horrible with batteries, but now just wiping down his tiered tray, which is another new addition that came with his bathroom makeover. It's been amazing for keeping his countertops organized because it holds his toothbrush, his cup, his little mouthwash, his Q-tips, and his dental floss. It's just a really cute way to organize the bathroom. And now moving on to disinfecting the toilet, I'm using the pink stuff in here, which since honestly it's a bit more on the expensive side, I only use it when I need to do a deep clean of the toilet. And this was definitely one of those times.
To me chasing you on and on, but I don't care, I will let you in. You said goodbye like everything's gone, everything that we could have been.
And so if you've ever wondered to yourself like why I don't do a ton of like that ASMR type stuff on my channel, it's because this is what my house sounds like. And then the last room in the house that needs a good reset before moving on to, well, more laundry, before also restocking the kitchen, is the family room, which, all things considered, at least after picking up all the clothes that were in here, it definitely didn't look too bad, but I still wanted to straighten out like all the throws and the pillows and vacuum the carpet and like clean the coffee table, just really get it reset for the week ahead. We just did the fall 2025 clean and decorate with me in the last video, so if you missed that, be sure to go check it out. But I just love the fresh fall vibes in here and in the kitchen, and I don't know, it just feels so good to refresh some of the spaces in your home after a season change. I know I mentioned this in past videos, which is why I want to touch on it now, but I've been wanting to change up the wall decor in here. I already went out actually and got some new pieces and things like freshen up the space in here from like Hobby Lobby and Michael's and At Home, and I was planning on doing it in the fall decorate with me, but then I just didn't, just because I feel like, honestly, the old wall decor, it's very fall. I mean, come on, like it's a windmill and then the fall forest canvas. I just honestly couldn't bring myself to do it, but I'm also really, really ready for a change in here. So that's definitely coming soon too.
I know this might look bad, but I'm just gonna melt in the background, watching you lean into her. I'm a fool, I just wanna get close to you. Yeah, I wanna get close. I'm a fool, I know.
And now moving on to what I guess is now my break from room resets is to switch over the laundry and clean out the lint trap in between, and then adding a load of bedding and towels to the washer. But at this point, I was feeling a million times better. Now that we've been through the entire house, it smells fresh, it looks clean, and now all that's left is just clearing out the fridge, and I just kind of already knew it was trashed, and also restocking the kitchen, and of course more laundry. Really 10 out of 10 recommend doing this room by room approach if you have the day and your house is trashed like mine was, because not only do I feel like I've been flying through this, but the main thing is I didn't once feel overwhelmed. Even though the puppy was following me around the entire time and I was trying so hard not to step on him, definitely my little shadow and loves doing any and all chores with me. But while I'm folding laundry, I did want to mention that over on Instagram and here on YouTube, I put out a really cute short of Jax asking for breed guesses because we were getting his DNA done. A lot of you have been asking about that, and I wanted to confirm that we just got Jax's results in. It was shocking at best and definitely not boring at all. So if you missed that short, definitely go check it out. It's super cute, and leave your breed guesses down below, or if you want, you can just leave your guesses here, but I will try to have those results posted next week, so get your guesses in before they go live. And now just clearing out the fridge. It needed this so bad. I think all of the containers of food went bad. Some were actually moldy, so just dumping it into the trash and piling the dishes up into the sink One thing I think that grossed me out the most was this jar of strawberries that I keep preserved in there, but it had gotten so moldy that it had clumped together and I had to use a spoon to shovel it out. But just so glad that I got that cleared out because I really wanted to restock the fridge with more like healthy foods and restock our fruits and things like that, especially since we're in cold and flu season. Tyler and I, thankfully, so far have been feeling fine, but God forbid we go downhill. It's always nice to have healthy foods that's prepped and ready to go.
Oh, would you call me on my sins? You think that you're under my skin. I just wanna wake up in my bed alone. Oh no, I don't wanna be tucked in someone else's arms. I will close my door 'cause I need my time. Wanna speak so loud even though I hide. Like I'm hypnotized, can't get out of here. You don't know me, I just need my time. Yeah. But they say I don't know where you come from. I don't. You seem too nice to be alone. So lonely. I see you going through some things and I just wanna help. I don't know how.
And so now the fridge is clean and cleared out. We had tons of dishes in the sink left over just from all the old food containers from the fridge. So just unloading all the dishes that were in the dishwasher from last night and then reloading all the dishes that were in the sink. I also needed to get the sink like nice and scrubbed out and clean so that I could soak my larger produce jars and just have those clean and ready for my food prep. Dishes are just a never-ending task over here. It's definitely a daily, sometimes twice a day chore to keep up with it all. But I'm really curious, how do you handle dishes in your home? Do you add them in the dishwasher as you go so that they just like don't go in the sink at all? Or do you do them like all throughout the day? Or do you wait to do them all at night? Let me know down below what your routine is.
But they say I don't know where you come from. I don't. You seem too nice to be alone. So lonely. I see you going through some things and I just wanna help. I don't know how to make it clearer. I just wanna go home alone. I need some time alone.
And now while the produce jars are soaking, just heading upstairs to switch out the laundry in my workout clothes, by the way, because after I switch the laundry over, I'm first going to order some grocery delivery. And while we wait on that, Tyler and I are going to actually head out to the gym. We go 6 days a week. It's definitely become a non-negotiable for me. I will say, we do usually go so much earlier in the morning instead of like right now, it's around 2:30. But honestly, I just really wanted to jump right into this home reset, get some things done around the house, which I am so glad that I did because then I wasn't distracted at the gym, like just thinking of the million things I needed to get done that day. Instead, I could just focus on working out. So really doesn't matter what time you work out or do some sort of physical activity as long as you just get it done. But now I'm just looking in my fridge and ordering my groceries before heading off to the gym. And also, if you are curious, I do a lot of workout motivation on this channel, just kind of sprinkled throughout my videos. But if you want to see more like workout routines and workout content, you can head over to my Instagram page. I'm at Kelly Hosbrook. There is a lot of workout content, but there are also other things on there just in case you want to check in on what I've been up to. But now back from the gym, my groceries were delivered literally 5 minutes before I got home. I love a grocery delivery so much, especially on these busier reset days or like days when we have a lot going on. But anyway, just taking everything out of the bags and then finishing up on washing my produce jars just so that I can restock the fridge.
Maybe you're not man enough. 'Cause I speak my mind, yeah, spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much for you. Maybe you're not man enough. 'Cause I speak my mind, yeah, spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much.
And now that our favorite fruits are nice and clean, just taking a hand towel and making sure to dry them completely. My favorite, and in my opinion, the most effective way to store produce is in these produce jars. I add a paper towel to absorb the moisture just on the bottom, throw the produce on top, lock the lid, and they stay fresh for 3 to 4 weeks. This has been by far the best way for us to store these types of foods and has just really worked out well for us.
Yes, hon, I'm Teflon, I don't give it up, so go ahead and tell them I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much. Little bit too much. A little bit too much. A little bit too much. I'm a little bit too much for you.
And now with the fridge restocked, now I'm just restocking this pantry area, which really just holds our different protein powders and also our paper towels. But we were out of paper towels, and then the cabinet ended up with just everything else in it. So just decluttering the cabinet and restocking it with what actually belongs in there.
Let's get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get loud, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine.
And now at this point, it was starting to get a little bit later in the evening. And the last bit of cleaning that I wanted to do down here is just to vac mop the floors in here. Again, I really could not vac mop enough. Luckily, this vac mop makes it a lot easier, but also in the family room too, so that all the floors in the house are nice and clean. And yes, Jax is doing that savage attack thing again on the vac mop. I really don't know why he does this or even really how to stop it. So all I can really do is just smile and laugh through it.
Shine a little tonight.
And so now finally, the last thing I wanted to do is to throw on a show and snuggle up with my puppy and just get the rest of the laundry folded and put away, which honestly just ended up being some bed sheets and our white towels. I was so genuinely happy to have been able to get through all of that laundry and then to look around at the clean house and all of the fresh scents. Again, we still have so much deep cleaning and things to declutter, but we'll tackle that, like in our fall deep clean with me, not today. You kind of have to learn to say that because me, I'm like, no, we're just getting it all done today. And then I'm here doing it over a week and not like fully completing any one room at a time. And again, that's why this different mindset of resetting room by room has really helped me. And I truly hope that it helps you too. But anyway, I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video and got tons of motivation to reset your home with me, to clean with me, to do your laundry with me. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, loves.